Before we get into this video, I want to say big shout out to XYZ Reptiles. If y'all interested in lizards, snakes, monitors, whatever, go check them out. Tortoises, turtles, all of that. Iguanas. Y'all go check them out. Also, use the code BOGO 50W, 75W, or 100W to get a buy one get one free on a 50 watt, 75 watt, or 100 watt bulb. Now let's get into the video. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Exotic Living, and today I'm gonna be talking about the pros and cons of having leopard geckos. See, yeah, leopard geckos are good pets, but this is some things that most people don't talk about, the pros and cons to having them. So we gonna first start off with the pros. So, okay, one of the pros is their docile behavior makes them great for beginners, meaning like leopard geckos non-aggressive, you know what I'm saying? They not quick like most lizards. And they got a good temperament. Like if you do get bit by a leopard gecko, it feel like you scraped your finger across a brick, and that's rare that you get bit by one unless it mistake your finger for food. Another thing is they need a very small tank. But that could depend, because you know the more space the better, but in reality they just need a small tank. Like for adults, for one, you keep it in a 10-gallon tank. Some people say 15 or 20, but a 10-gallon would do. With two, I would say a 20-gallon because that's more room for them. But for one, I would just leave it in a 10-gallon or a 15. But some people say 20. Okay, another pro is it's easy for them to be housed in groups. So what I'm saying is like males and females. Only two I wouldn't put together is a male and a male because they will fight. That's with anything when females get involved. You know, but females, depending on, you know what I'm saying, how they are, they should get along very well, and you shouldn't have problems with them. I would more so put females with females, unless you want a male with females, like 1 to 4 females. But what comes with that will be eggs. So, you know, and geckos only have 2 eggs, but they can have multiple clutches a year. So that's the good side about that. Now the cons, they will drop their tail. So geckos' tails, if y'all didn't know, when they stop eating, they tails store up like water and food for them, for it can last them a long time. So if they drop their tail, they won't be able to still get the nutrients from it. So it can affect them. So that's one con. And they only drop their tail when they feel threatened, because in the wild they would drop their tail and they tail to wiggle to distract the predators while they make a hasty escape, you know. Get up out of there, skedaddle. But they tails do regenerate, and I feel like that's a good thing to watch it regenerate over time, but it'll never be as astonishing as the first tail, as people say. Another con is they're temperature sensitive. So leopard geckos, or I believe majority reptiles in general, are sex based off temperatures. Higher temperatures will be males, while lower temperatures will always be females. Also, you also got to keep they tank, the hot side, at least 85, 80 to 85, and the cooler side 75 to 80. You know, they get their heat from under their bellies, so make sure you got a heat pad that cover up like 40% of the tank, 30% of the tank. Make sure you have at least 3 hides for them: a moist hide, a hide on the cooler side, and another hide on the hotter side. Keep 2 on the hotter side, a moist hide, and then the regular just hot hide, and then 1 on the cooler side. What else can I say? Also, okay. Every day, make sure you mist their tank. Their humidity level gotta stay 50% or more. Some people say 40 to 50. I do 50 and greater because God bless you. Because oh, thank you. When the temperature drop, it'll still have, when the temperature drop overnight, it'll still be 40 to 50 or a little bit under 50. So, you know, that's why I aim for like 50 to 60, not too high, still moderate. Also, God bless you.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. They are what I want to call it. They're not nocturnal. I think it's called, I forgot the name of it. But they're active like dawn and dusk, dusk and dawn. Like, they're not really nocturnal. A lot of people say they're nocturnal, but they're not nocturnal. Like, they sleep during the day, but some will sleep during the night too and come out to dusk to dawn hours. Another pro that I would say about leopard geckos, for me personally, is, you know, it's just a good pet to have. You know, if you new to the reptile community, they're a very good beginner pet, you know. And before I would get something else that's in a lizard, like a savannah monitor, I would get a leopard gecko first. You know, before I get a crested gecko, I would get a leopard gecko. But yeah, it's all, and also some people would say, it's really up to you, because no reptile person will always gonna agree. Some people believe this way, some people believe that way. Everybody have their own opinion. If that way works for you, it works for you. That doesn't mean it didn't work. It did work for them. So, you know, just be open to opinion. You're gonna get criticized, whatever. But I use repti soil. Some people use carpet. You know, some people use sand, even though sand is not really good for the gecko because they can get impacted. Some people use paper towels. It's all what works for them. You know, for me so far, repti soil been working. You know, I had sand in there at some point, and I took it out, and the repti soil should be active. Also, you know, I put moss in there. I got her exhibit look. You know, if y'all ever see the video, y'all go back in my earlier videos, y'all see how the tank then transformed. And I will also, you know, one day soon make a care sheet for them, for you guys to know, and expand y'all horizons, because they come in multiple morphs. You got normals, you got giants, you got super giants, you got, you know, all different color patterns. You know, some leopard geckos go over $100, some below, depending on, you know, the morph or the what they lack theory. And what they lack, they always gonna be higher to me and personally. Also, when hunting for leopard geckos, always get them as babies, because they will be less pricey, you know, when y'all hunting. And yeah, it's been your boy Exotic Living, and I'm out.